Hi friends, welcome. Ram Navaratna here and I heartily welcome you to HR Journals channel viewing. Thank you very much for all your views and subscriptions for my various videos so far. Now the whole India is talking, particularly in HR arena, new labor laws, new labor codes. So far, though I have released videos on labor codes, I thought frequently asked question and answer, what we say, FAQs may also helpful to the viewers. That's why I thought I am going to release one by one FAQs. Being the part number 1, Industrial Relations Code 2020 is the FAQ first video which you are going to see. In this, question and answers will be there. 2020. Question number 1. Has the IR code introduced new definitions or made alterations to previously defined terms? The answer is yes. For instance, some of the critical ones are: number 1, the scope of the worker has been widened to include persons employed in a supervisory category earning wages up to 18,000 rupees and below. And the IR code widened the scope of an industrial dispute also. The definition of the term strike has been expanded to include casual leave taken by 50% or more workers employed in the establishment on the same day or days. That is the answer for that. Question number 2 is, how the retrenchment provisions have been amended? Answer is no. The conditions precedent to retrenchment of a worker remain unchanged. However, but threshold for taking prior approvals have been increased. The code also contemplates institution of a worker reskilling fund that comprises contributions made by the employer and would be utilized for every retrenched worker. So that is how the provisions of the retrenchment are there. Earlier it was, if the employer wants to re-employ, preference should have been given to the retrenched employees. Now that 1 year clause, within 1 year that clause being added. That is the change in the system. The next question, are there new regulations related to disciplinary proceedings? Answer is yes. The IR code has explicitly laid down that the requirement that within 90 days of suspension of a worker or suspension pending inquiry, the employer must complete the disciplinary proceedings, which was not there earlier. This is one of the change one should note down. The next question is, have the rules regarding the strike changed? The answer is yes. The IR code requires the persons employed in all industrial establishments, they have to provide their employer a 14 days notice of strike before starting. That is what one has to know. Then, does the IR code recognize a sole negotiating union? The answer is yes. The IR code provides for recognition of a sole negotiating union which would negotiate with the employer in an industrial establishment in cases where there are more than one registered trade union. Have penalties increased under the Industrial Relations Code? Yes, penalties have been significantly increased. For instance, if an employer does not take prior permission for layoff, retrenchments and closure, the fine can be between 1 lakh rupees to 10 lakh rupees on the first instance, and thereafter between 5,000 to 5 lakh to 20 lakh, and or imprisonment of up to 6 months. And for general violations of the IR code, the penalty may be a fine of up to 1 lakh rupees. So these are all the changes that have been taken place. The next question is, does the IR code recognize a hire and fire policy? Answer is no. The IR code does not typically recognize a hire and fire policy. Nowhere it is mentioned. That said, the IR code grants the flexibility to engage workers for a fixed term of employment or fixed term subject to the condition that those workers will be entitled to most benefits of a permanent worker, including that of gratuity. So that is one of the clause, otherwise no hire and fire policy. Next question is whether the threshold for applicability of standing orders have been revised. Yes, the threshold for applicability of the standing orders has been significantly revised. The standing order will be applicable to industrial establishments wherein 300 or more workers are employed. That is the answer for that. Next question, can offenses be compounded now? The answer is yes. An offense committed for the first time, punishable only with a fine or imprisonment of not more than 1 year, can be compounded. So these are all some of the frequently asked questions that one must be aware. Well friends, I am sure definitely these questions and answers are definitely useful for you. If you are liking the contents, don't forget to subscribe to our HR Zones channel, like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. All the best.